If Pima doesn't start, then oh, there it is. It's starting up. All right, all right, all right. We're on, and we are on.
Your Honor, this is according to those Spanish speakers on this morning's list. Sorry for the late check-in.
Oh, that's all right, Mr. Davis. Can the jail also confirm there are no Spanish interpretation needed today? And please turn off the.
Your Honor.
All right.
That is correct.
All right, thank you. You're excused, Mr. Davis. Thank you for checking in.
Thank you.
All right. Let the games begin. Let the games begin. How dare you only be one man? I can't see James. Right there. There we go. Now you can see. Oops, I put that wrong.
Good morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Louis Dominic Franco.
Thank you, Mr. Franco. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on some misdemeanor charges out of Marana City Court for disorderly conduct and criminal damage, domestic violence. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one may be appointed for you, sir. All right, so today I am going to release you, Mr. Franco, on your own promise to appear for your next court date. Looks like the alleged victim, Miss Jackie Hudnall, is okay with you returning home. She's okay with you having contact with her. All right, so I'm going to release you on your own promise to appear. Conditions will include no drugs, no alcohol. Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence. So your next court date is going to be at the Marana City Court on May 23rd at 10 a.m. That's about a month from now. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. You understand all that, Mr. Franco?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir. You're excused for today.
Next.
For that motion. Here's from 6.8%. All right, you're going to go back up. Please say five. Yeah, thank you.
All right, here we go. Much love. Hey, what's up? Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you for that.
Next item is 44. Next item 44. One for you. You want to skip them? And then come back to them? They want to wait. Yeah, they can.
We can get the next one. Then
Yeah, a lot of the times they do. They do get a lot of slaps on the wrist, if you will.
Your Honor, we're gonna skip GyroLamb Mohammed as he's not ready yet. And next, McClure. McClure?
Thank you for that, Daily Heart.
Understood, please.
Morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
My name is David William Clark.
Thank you, Mr. McClure. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today for charges out of Marana City Court for domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and domestic violence assault, which are misdemeanors. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one may be appointed for you. So today, if I release you, is there somewhere you can stay that is not with Jody San Nicolas?
No, there's not. That's she was a guest at my house, so I don't know. I don't have nowhere else to go.
You don't have any friends or family in the area?
I have my neighbors. I can stay at my neighbors.
Louise Harvey, if you will.
All right, so I am going to release you today on your own promise to appear for your next court date. Conditions include do not commit any further acts of domestic violence, no drugs, no alcohol. You must establish a separate residence from Jody San Nicolas and the minor child. I believe that's per child. All right, don't go to her residence or her work. You can return one time with police escort to retrieve personal belongings while the case is ongoing. Your next court date, sir, will be at the Marana City Court on May 23rd at 10 a.m. That's about a month from today. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. You understand all that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Mr. McClure. You're excused for today.
So once you release, you're going to the station first. Then they'll take it out. She gets travel.
Man, if I would have known California was like this,
Yeah,
man, we would have done Kentucky.
I didn't even tell the judge that. He told him he spoke English last night.
So sit there. After the judge. I tell them speaking to them that. Yeah, no, I didn't even say that. Well, yeah, you gotta come to the judge, so you need to first. To that, you don't go to court, you go to court. I see it, but I never say I speak English, bro.
You speak English, right?
I speak English right now, but I don't understand what you say, man.
Okay.
You want to judge me right now or what?
Take a seat.
You want to jack me right now?
My name is Muhammad, man. Something I
Alright.
don't know.
Good
Hey,
morning,
he's with
sir.
the
Can I get your
business.
full name, please?
He is with the business. He's not playing around.
My name is Muhammad Garim.
Middle name is Barut.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Garem. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on 2 new misdemeanor charges out of Pima County Justice Court for disorderly conduct and criminal trespass. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
He's about to
You have the
take
right
off
to
on his
hire
look-
your own
look at how he's looking
attorney
at his
in certain
lawyer.
instances. If you cannot afford one may be
Choke that
appointed
fool
for
out.
you. So, sir, today I am going to release you on your own promise to appear for your next court date. You're going to get out of jail today, sir. Conditions include do not have contact with the alleged victim in this case. Do not return to the incident location. Your next court date is going to be at the Justice Court on May 5th at 8:30 a.m. downtown. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. You understand all that, Mr. Garam?
I can't even say that one right there.
Yeah.
17
It's okay. It's okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you. You're excused for today, sir.
is popping off my booking.
So this is your next court date, May 5th, 8:30 in the morning. Justice Court.
Thank you.
You're good.
Thank you.
Hey, for the
Oh, shit,
safety,
man.
for the safety of the facility, the judge did the right decision there.
Okay. Nelson?
He's good now. $8 a gallon of gas in Cali. They whoa, what?
Morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
What?
Thank you, Mr. Nelson. This is the time set for your initial appearance.
How did
I'm
she hear
seeing you
all
today
that?
on a failure to appear out of Pima County Justice Court for a criminal trespass misdemeanor. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one may be appointed for you. So today, sir, I'm going to appoint Peter Gutierrez to represent you. And due to the failure to appear, there was a warrant amount on that. You failed to appear for court. I'm going to honor that warrant amount, which was $100. You're going to be held with a $100 bond, cash or secured. If you do post that, sir, no contact with the alleged victim. Do not return to incident location. Your next court date's actually tomorrow, April 24 at 1 p.m. You'll be seen by video if you're still in custody. Your attorney will be there. As you can see, if you fail to appear for court, sir, warrants can issue for your arrest. Understand that, Mr. Nelson?
You're going to be held today. But here, you're going to court tomorrow. No problem.
Vasquez?
Morning, can I get your full name, please?
Larissa Vasquez?
The middle name, Larissa?
Yes.
All right, thank you, Ms. Vasquez. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on a failure to appear out of Pima County Justice Court for shoplifting. You also have failures to appear out of Tucson City Court for assault, criminal damage, disorderly conduct, which are alleged to be domestic violence. You also have being in the parks closed after hours and resisting arrest. These are all failures to appear. You have the right to remain silent. Oh, I'm sorry. And then there's looks to be a new charge of resisting arrest, which is a misdemeanor out of city court. All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In these cases, for the Tucson matters, I'm appointing the Tucson City Public Defender's Office. And for your justice court case, I'll appoint Peter Gutierrez to represent you. Due to the failures to appear, I do believe a bond is appropriate, Ms. Vasquez. For your justice court, it's going to be $250, cash or secured. If you do post that or if you're released, conditions include no contact with the alleged victim, the business of the shoplifting. Don't go back to that business. Your next court date will be tomorrow, April 24 at 1 p.m. If you're still in custody, you'll be seen by video. Your attorney, Mr. Gutierrez, will be there. For your Tucson City Court matters, I also believe a bond is appropriate. It'll be $250 for Tucson City Court, cash or secured. If you post that, again, no acts of domestic violence, no contact with alleged victims. Don't go to their home or work or anything like that. For that one, your next court date is May 2nd at 1:45 p.m. Again, if you're in custody, you'll be seen by video. Your attorneys will be there. For your new charge of resisting arrest, it's also the time set for your arraignment. I'm going to enter not guilty pleas on your behalf. You're ordered to appear for all court dates, ma'am. If you fail to appear, as you can see, warrants can issue for your arrest. Trial can go without you. If you're convicted at a trial in your absence and not able to be sentenced within 90 days due to warrant status, you may lose your right to a direct appeal. You understand the consequences of failing to show to court, Ms. Vasquez? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. You're excused for today.
These are your next court dates, okay?
Portillo.
Morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
It's Luke Moses Portillos.
Thank you, Mr. Portillos. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today for some charges out of Saurita Municipal Court for domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and minor and consumption of liquor. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one may be appointed for you.
Why?
All right, so today I am going to release you on your own promise to appear for your next court date. Your father, John Portillos, is okay with you coming home. He's okay with you returning there and having contact with him. And I don't know if it's your brother, but I guess there's a minor victim also.
So he's under.
But you can go
under
home
21,
if you choose.
so he can't drink.
All right. Conditions of your release include: do not have any drugs or alcohol. Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence. Your next court date, sir, is going to be May 20th at 8:30 a.m. at the Saurita Municipal Court. It's in downtown Saurita. If you fail to appear for court, sir, warrant can issue for your arrest. You understand all that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir. You're excused for today, Mr. Portillos.
Martin.
They got.
Good morning. Can I get your full name, please?
Amanda Rose Arthur.
Thank you, Ms. Arthur. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on some new charges out of Tucson City Court for criminal damage, disorderly conduct, and assault, which are all alleged to be domestic violence. The offense date is August 31st, 2024. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one may be appointed for you.
It's not going to be nonstop.
All right, so ma'am, if I release you today, is there somewhere you can say that is not with Joshua Henry?
Yes, ma'am. I haven't lived there in about 6 months.
Okay.
Arizona? Oh, you could.
So I'm going to
drink at
release you today on your
Arizona?
own promise to
I
appear
didn't
for
know
your
that.
next court date, ma'am. Conditions include: do not commit any further acts of domestic violence, no contact with Mr. Henry, don't go to his home or his workplace or anything like that. Your next court date, Ms. Arthur, is going to be May 20th at 1:30 p.m. at the Tucson City Court in downtown Tucson. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Trial can go without you. If you're convicted at a trial in your absence and not able to be sentenced within 90 days due to warrant status, you may lose your right to a direct appeal. So it's in your best interest to show up to court and get this taken care of. You understand all that, Ms. Arthur?
I do. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Thank you. It's also the time set for your arraignment, ma'am, so I'm going to enter not guilty pleas on your behalf. All right, you're excused for today, Mr. Arthur.
Thank you.
Soldado.
All right, good morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Daniel Figo Delgado.
Thank you, Mr. Delgado. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing today out of Tucson City Court for some new misdemeanor charges for disorderly conduct and criminal damage, which are alleged to be domestic violence. I'm not seeing you on these, sir, but looks like you are on parole and there may be a warrant out of Mesa City Court. All right.
Yes, ma'am. That's the Mesa warrant. That's been since 2019. It's not extraditable. So.
Okay. All right. Just so you know about it. All right.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In this case, I'm going to appoint the Tucson City Public Defender's Office to represent you. All right. I do believe a bond is appropriate in this matter, sir. So I'm going to impose a bond of $250, cash or secured. All right, if you do post it, conditions include: do not commit any further acts of domestic violence, no contact with Alexandra Delgado. You'll have to establish a separate residence from her. All right, your next court date is going to be April 30th at 1:30 p.m. at the Tucson City Court. If you're still in custody, you'll be seen by video, and the attorney of the Tucson City Public Defender will be there. If you fail to appear for court, as you probably know, warrants can issue for your arrest. Trial can go without you. If you're convicted at a trial in your absence and not able to be sentenced within 90 days due to warrant status, you may lose your right to a direct appeal. Do you understand the consequences of failing to show to court, Mr. Delgado?
Yes, ma'am. Would there be any way if you can OR me? This like this whole thing was just a misunderstanding. Honestly, I don't even. The cops showed up to my house and they pulled me out of my house. Like literally, I was not doing anything wrong, miss. I did just get out of prison, so I feel like I was being like they were judging me just because of my background, you know. But I was.
Okay.
I was
Well, you can talk to the judge on April 30. That's next week, and talk to the judge about maybe reducing your bond or releasing you at that point. Okay. But right now, I'm going to hold you on a $250 bond. All right. You understand the consequences of failing to show to court, Mr. Delgado?
Yeah.
I'm also going to enter not guilty pleas on your behalf. Your excuse for today, sir.
Nice try for him, laughing out loud, if you will. A misunderstanding. I hate when that happens. What happens with the parole hearings in California? Ah, Debbie, we're bamboozled.
Good morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Even Michael Schaus.
Thank you, Mr. Schaus. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you for some new charges out of Tucson City Court for assault and disorderly conduct, which are allowed to be domestic violence. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one may be appointed for you. All right, if I release you today, sir, is there somewhere you can stay that is not with Amanda Cheeseman?
Yes.
Okay, and where would that be?
My mom's.
Okay. Is she local in Tucson somewhere?
Yeah, she's in Marana.
All right, Marana, all right. So today, sir, I'm going to release you from jail on your own promise to appear for your next court date. Conditions include do not commit any further acts of domestic violence, no contact with Ms. Cheeseman or the minor child, the minor stepdaughter. Don't go to her residence or anything like that. If you do have property there that you need to get out, you can return to the property one time with police escort to get personal belongings and go over to your mom's. Okay, so you have to establish separate residence for Amanda Cheeseman at this point.
Cheeseman.
Your next court date, Mr. Schaus, is going to be on May 20th at 1:30 p.m. at the Tucson City Court. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Trial can go without you. If you're convicted at a trial in your absence and not able to be sentenced within 90 days due to warrant status, you may lose your right to a direct appeal. Do you understand the consequences of failing to show to court, Mr. Schaus?
Yes, I understand.
All right, thank you. I'm also going to enter not guilty pleas on your behalf, sir. All right, your excuse for today.
So your next court date, okay? You can go back to the house once for police to get your stuff, but you got to go to the police station first. Don't show up in the house, they call the police. Go to the police
Even
first.
if my phone's there and my wallet and everything, they took everything from me.
You don't work with your you get to the police station. You got to go to the police station first, okay?
Ain't nobody care about that. Hey, thank you for the follow.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Yes, Homer Pettigrew Jr.
Thank you, Mr. Pettigrew. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on some new misdemeanor charges out of Tucson City Court for disorderly conduct, assault, criminal damage, which are alleged to be domestic violence. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one may be appointed for you. So today, sir, if I release you, do you have somewhere you can go that is not with Miss Amzi Valencia?
Yes.
Right, where would you go stay?
CBI. I'll go to CBI.
Where's that?
Community. What is it? Community Bridges.
Oh, okay.
So it's a rehab.
Hey, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Or I could go with I can go with my mom's.
Okay, is she local?
Water.
Yeah, she's directable in Mission.
All right, sir, I'm going to release you today on your own promise to appear for your next court date. Conditions include do not commit any further acts of domestic violence, no contact with Ms. Amzi Valencia, don't go to her home or anything like that. If you do have personal property there that you want to get before you go to your mom's or the other place, you can go with police escort one time with a court order to get your personal belongings out. Okay?
Okay.
But otherwise, you have to have a separate residence from Ms. Amzi Valencia. All right, your next court date, sir, is going to be May 20th at 1:30 p.m. at the Tucson City Court. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Trial can go without you. If you're convicted at a trial in your absence and you're not able to be sentenced within 90 days due to warrant status, you may lose your right to a direct appeal. Do you understand the consequences of failing to show to court, Mr. Pettigrew?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. I'm going to enter not guilty pleas on your behalf as well. You're excused for today, sir.
AK, so no, we were bamboozled. So they did have a hearing, but it wasn't a parole. It wasn't the in-bank hearing. It was just a hearing for public comment. So we dipped out. Do they know you film?
OJ.
No. Are you going to tell them? Because if not, because if you're going to tell them, just be aware that you're going to be accessory to the crime after the fact. And this is a crime. And now you guys are involved now. All 382 of you guys on one stream, 10 on the other stream. It's so weird in the USA. We're all going
Morning,
down.
sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Gabriel Michael Moreno.
You junior?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Moreno. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on some new felony charges for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, criminal damage, possession of a weapon by a prohibited possessor, aggravated assault on a peace officer, and unlawful fight from law enforcement. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you, sir. I'll be setting some release conditions for you today. I've reviewed the pretrial services report, the interim complaint. The state's written recommendation is a $50,000 bond. Mr. Poston, do you want to be heard further?
I blame my cat.
Mr. Poston, I think you're muted.
Your Honor, this individual was, after stopped by police, rammed into two police cars, basically trying to
straight GTA
brute force his way out of an otherwise legal traffic stop, fled at high speed, blew a red light, and collided with an innocent party vehicle, causing injury to the driver and their minor child. Whoa. He fled on foot, and search incident to arrest. A gun was found in the vehicle. Defendant is a prohibited possessor, and later Miranda admitted possession. $50,000.
Thank you, counsel.
Thank you, Judge. So as Ms. Poston mentioned, unlike a lot of cases before this court that involve aggravated assault with deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, this was his car. A read of the interim complaint makes pretty obvious that the worst version of these events is that Mr. Moreno was pretty panicked when he was swarmed by police, and that's probably why he didn't make the best decision in that situation. He is 29 years old, and he has a 2 score on the failure to appear metric. I think that in this case, because he does have a verified address with his family, who has agreed to take third-party custody should he post a bond, I don't think that the court should have any concerns that he's not going to go up to court for this case. So for those reasons, we understand that the court is likely inclined to impose bond. We are asking for something substantially lower, probably closer to the realm of $5,000 to $10,000. That way, Mr. Moreno can have enough skin in the game to make it to court.
Skin in the game?
Right, thank
How
you.
about we just keep him there?
Do you think a bond is appropriate in this matter? I also note that Mr. Moreno was recently terminated for probation out of Cochise County a couple months ago. All right, I'm going to impose a bond of $25,000 cash, release to pretrial if posted.
I'm going to have to affirm that.
Additions of release will include: do not drive without a valid driver's license, no drugs, no alcohol, no firearms whatsoever. Monitoring and treatment is directed by pretrial. No contact with the alleged victims. Don't try to go find them at their residence or their work. Mr. Moreno, your next court date is going to be a preliminary hearing on May 5th at 1:30 p.m. That date may or may not go forward, so please keep in contact with your attorney. If he failed to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. You understand all that, Mr. Moreno?
Yes.
All right, thank you, sir.
Hey, I
Excuse
hope
for
so too,
today.
Nightcrawler. I hope so too. He writes,
So
I hope
we'll see you
Sweden
next
never
Monday.
takes
This
this
in a couple of days. So I
USA.
can get this. Okay.
Cash
Okay. So I'm going to move this.
If you're
No,
rich,
no. So you're being
you
held.
get rid
In the
of
house
it,
here.
period.
Correct. Just give my officer a phone in a couple of days. Okay. Wow.
That is correct, Amanda. He has to pay cash money. He has to walk in there with
And
Yeah.
counsel, my
25,000
apologies. What is your
G-nuts.
name?
My last name is Marsh. M-A-R-S-H.
Jacob Marsh,
We're all
right?
guilty.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I know I don't have 25,000. I don't even have $25 laying around, let alone 25,000.
Good morning. Can I get your full name, please?
Damn, she
Yes,
has a
good
long
morning,
hair.
ma'am. Maristela Piña.
Thank you, Ms. Pina. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing today on a
Shout out to
felony
Biddy K
matter,
for this
disorderly
damn dial-up
conduct with
internet.
a weapon, and also a misdemeanor for open container in vehicle. That's out of Tucson City Court. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney.
I don't even have 25
For your
cents.
felony matter, I'm going to appoint
Dialogue.
the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. We'll be setting some release conditions for you, ma'am. I've reviewed the pretrial services report, the interim complaint. The state's written recommendation is a $1,500 bond. Mr. Poston, do you want to be heard further?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Marsh?
Thank you, Judge. Just briefly, it looks like all of Ms. Pina's priors are drug, or I also think a read of this interim complaint makes pretty obvious that that might have been involved in this case as well. I definitely don't think this is Ms. Pina at her best. I also note that I think that the court's going to hold her on the city court matters anyway. So for those reasons, we'd ask for a nominal bond in this case, just to make sure that she's earning time credit on the felony matter. We're asking for $500. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. And Mr. Mark, the city court was a new charge. I think it was at the same time these were going. So.
Okay. I thought I saw there was a
lot of pennies.
A bond listed already for that one. Yeah. Let's see.
Hey, Becky, thank you for the follow. Highly appreciate that. If I had that kind of money lying around, I wouldn't be driving a hoopty. Build cool things. Hey, a Scrooge McDuck. Hey, what's up, my life, Peachy? Is that behind you? What clock? What up, Daniel? My back wouldn't, my back window wouldn't be taped if I had that kind of money lying around. Yeah, we're in Pima County right now. Oh shit, I gotta change it. That's right, the clock is messed up.
And Judge, pretrial services is showing it says a $255 bond for the open container.
Patterson.
I don't know if there's a separate interim that I'm missing or something.
I've been out there to Patterson, New Jersey, if you will. What happened today in court?
Oh, that's the amount for the citation. It's not a bond.
It's a bond for this.
Okay.
It should be.
I believe that might be if she wanted to get out prior to the IA, that's how much she would have had to pay. Okay.
There it is, fixed.
All right, ma'am. I'm going to impose a bond of $1,000 on your felony matter, cash or secured, released to pretrial if posted. Conditions include no drugs, no alcohol, no firearms, monitoring treatment as directed by pretrial, no contact with the alleged victim in the case, don't return to the incident location. Your next court date will be May 5th at 1:30 p.m. for a preliminary hearing. That date may or may not go forward, so please keep in contact with your attorney. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. On your misdemeanor case, ma'am, I'm going to release you on your own promise to appear, but because you're being held on the felony, I'm going to appoint an attorney for you. It'll be Tucson City Public Defender. If you do get released on the city court matter as well, then it's no drugs, no alcohol is the only condition there. The next court date for that will be June 20th at 9 a.m. If you're still in custody, Jill, make sure you get seen. If you are released on your felony matter, it's up to you to make sure you show up to court in June at the Tucson City Court.
Thank you.
If you fail to appear, warrant can issue for your arrest. I'll do without you. If you're convicted of trial in your absence and not able to be sentenced within 90 days due to warrant status, you may lose your right to a direct appeal. You understand the consequences of failing to show to court, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And enter not guilty pleas on your behalf as well. All right, your excuse.
Thank you.
Hey, let's get up to 100K. Let's get
So you
up
got
to
2 court
100K.
dates and 2
Thank you,
attorneys
Bill.
this week for the city matter.
Come
and
on,
then call
you,
9
only
fest,
you.
and they'll talk to you before it.
100K.
Okay, how do I do it for the
We're at
bond?
93 right now.
Yeah, so this is gonna be you should just call
If you're not
Thompson Company.
tapping,
They'll be able
you're
to take
slacking.
Oh, I can't pay the bond right now?
Then
No, you
hopefully you're
can't.
not
So
napping.
if you have somebody you can call, you can come to jail with $1,000.
But I have my card now. My property.
Okay, you need somebody else to get that for you.
Oh, I have to release it. I can't do it myself? No. Oh, sure. Okay, so I can access the phone then?
You better go.
All right,
sell that
thank you.
hair.
Thank you, sir.
How much do you think how much money do you think she could get for that hair? All right. 300. you can get to packing if you're lacking a lot, laughing a lot that can make a wit. a wig out of it. Let me see, it's real. Maybe a $25.
Morning. Can I get your full name, please?
Longino Garcia Valdez.
Thank you, Mr. Longino or Mr. Valdez. This is a time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on a felony charge for failure to register. You also have a new misdemeanor for criminal trespass in the 3rd degree. That's out of Tucson City Court. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you on your felony matter and the Tucson City Public Defender's Office on your Tucson City Court matter. Looks like you also have an adult probation hold out of Superior Court. So you're being held without bond on that. So regardless of what I do today, you still have the probation hold in Superior Court. And you should be seen soon on that one in Superior Court separately. All right, I gotta set some release conditions for you, sir, on these new charges. I've reviewed the interim complaint, the pretrial services report. The state's written recommendation is a $7,500 bond. Mr. Poston, do you want to be heard further?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Marsh?
Thank you, Judge. I understand that the court's, he's going to be held anyway, so the court should impose a bond. We're asking for something substantially lower in the realm of $500 for the following reasons. So first, the Pima County Sheriff's Department is talking with pretrial that really what they want from him is for him to register. I would also like to point out that Mr. Valdez got a new ID card 3 months ago with the Arizona Department of Transportation. This is not a case where he's hiding or he's trying to evade detection like some other more concerning failure to register cases. The interim complaint also makes clear that I think Mr. Valdez genuinely believed that he didn't have to continue registering since the underlying conduct that would require him to register was 3 decades ago. So for those reasons, I think a $7,500 bond is astronomical when the only thing that got him law enforcement contact in the first place was a misdemeanor trespass charge. So for those reasons, we're asking that you hold him on a $500 bond. Thank you.
500.
Thank you. I'm going to impose a bond of $500 on the felony case. Cash or secured, released to pretrial if posted. So if you are released, conditions will include no firearms, no drugs, no alcohol. Monitoring treatment is directed by pretrial. You have to report to the Sheriff's Department with their ID unit to register upon release of custody. Next court date for the felony matter is a preliminary hearing on May 5th at 1:30 p.m. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. And for your city court matter, sir, I'm going to release you on your own promise to appear. That's for the trespass. But because you're being held in custody for the APO hold and the new felony matter, I'm going to appoint the Tucson City Public Defender's Office.
To register.
If everything is released and your holds are no longer there, if you're released from custody, the only condition for this one is don't go to the incident location, which is a church on 801 North Grande Avenue. All right, your next court date for Tucson City Court is June 20th at 9 a.m. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. If you're still in custody, you'll be seen by video. If you're out of custody, it'll be up to you to make sure you show up, sir. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Trial can go without you. If you're convicted at a trial in your absence and not able to be sentenced within 90 days due to warrant status, you may lose your right to a direct appeal. Do you understand the consequences of failing to show to court, Mr. Valdez?
Make that make sense, right? I just saw that comment right there. Yeah. If they
Yes, do you understand what happened?
15,000 bonds,
Yes.
drugs, and
Thank you. I'm also going to enter not guilty pleas on your behalf, sir. All right, you're excused for today, Mr. Valdez.
Hey, no, let me go ahead and flush everybody right there that's participating in that. One huge Perry dog on them, and we'll go ahead and flush.
The judge said that you can't probate him once you held, she's got a hold of it. There's just no way you're going to probation once you. Okay. I don't know. That's okay. So if you call me after, I'll explain it to you.
200K in by 10 his time. Hey, what up, Miss Carrie? Down the toes.
Morning.
Morning, sir. Can I get your name, please?
500.
My full name?
Yes.
It is David Michael Harrow.
Thank you, Mr. Harrow. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on a new felony charge for criminal damage. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you, sir. I'll be setting some release conditions for you. I've reviewed the interim complaint, the state's written recommendation, and the pretrial services report. The state's recommendation is a $2,500 bond. Mr. Poston, do you want to be heard further?
No, Judge.
Mr. Marr.
Thank you, Judge. We're asking for release to pretrial services in this case. Mr. Haro has no felony history whatsoever. He's got no failure to appears. This is not a person who the court should be concerned is going to get released and then either skip court or commit new offenses. And that's not according to me. That's according to pretrial services. I also think that Mr. Haro, because he has a verified address in Vail, this isn't going to be a situation where he just falls off the map. I would also like to note that from the interim complaint, I know the provisional charge had something to do with utilities. I think the interim complaint paints a much clearer picture that it's a simple crim damage case. But because of the lack of felony history, Judge, we're asking for release to pretrial services.
I don't know about that. Pretrial?
What?
I don't think I want to do pretrial. I just got off pretrial.
So just
what would it be to go?
Can I have a moment, Judge?
Yes, of course.
Said, I don't know. You're staying there, my friend. You are staying in there. Hey, so the border or California, the embankment hearing were bamboozled. They were having public speaking today. They were not going to hear any cases. So that's what we're here in Pima. And as a matter of fact, in 17 minutes, we're going to be switching over to Virginia. And this is going to be the second stream we do here in Virginia. So you stay tuned. Last time we were on, it was really quick, but it's a little bit different than what we're used to. So, I want to go ahead and bring different perspectives when it comes to these border patrol hearings.
I'm sorry, Judge. Could I be heard just a little bit further?
Yes.
Sorry, Judge.
Thank you. So we would actually request in this case a $500 bond to ensure Mr. Haro's future attendance to court dates.
What?
All right, and also had a note that there's a Title 36 hold. I don't know if that means in custody hold or if that's just something that is pending out there. Okay.
VA in the house soon.
I will impose a bond of $500, cash or secured, released to pretrial if posted. Next court date is May 5th at 1:30 p.m. for preliminary hearing. So if you post the bond, conditions will include no drugs, no alcohol, no firearms, monitoring treatment as directed by pretrial, no contact with the alleged victims, don't go back to where this happened. The preliminary hearing date, sir, is May 5th at 1:30 p.m. That date may or may not go forward, so please keep in contact with your attorney. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. You understand all that, sir?
I do. I live like right behind where this happened, so how do I go about that? Like just stay in my...
Yeah, just stay in your area. Yeah.
What
Thank you, Judge.
Where this happened, you just admitted that it happened. You should have never said that. Man, stay away, bro. Let me see. Just got out of a trial and now it's back. Can't waste any time. Stay in your lane. Laughing out loud. Stay in the house, bruh. But what about when he goes to go to the backyard and barbecue? Oh, damn. You're right. Next. This guy's name innocent too. He needs to hurry home and play Magic the Gathering. Should have said allegedly happened. Move out from there, bro. James, he better barbecue in the garage. Greetings. Yes, laughing out loud. Next job interview coming. James, you can't be treating the new people like that. They're new. They don't know about the unmute button and the X. Why would you treat them like that? They feel so unwelcomed. Well, they're giving themselves away that they're new by saying hit the mute button. I'm just pointing out the obvious, if you will. Damn you, mute button. Damn you. That mute button causes me so much heartache and raises my blood pressure like nobody's business. Hit the mute button. Have you stopped doing the streams? I'm back on as of today. I have nightmares of the mute button. I enjoy your lives. Tap, tap, tap. Hey, thank you, Jennifer. Highly appreciate you. Andrea's laughing. Rebecca, stay in your lane. Hey, what up, baby Rage? Oh, thanks, James. Right, 1690. The mute button is traumatic experience. The mute button has given me PTSD,
All right, thanks.
Up next.
Your Honor, if I may, Perez George He will
Jay,
be
my
seen
surgery is
tonight
in
due to
hour.
him having
Please,
another warrant.
pray, wish me luck.
Okay,
I might
thank you.
be listening. Hey, for sure. Hey, good luck
All right,
on
sir,
your
can I get your
surgery.
full name, please?
Perez, Jorge Perez.
And middle name, Bernardo?
Fernando.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Mr. Perez. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing today on some new felony charges for criminal damage, and also you have a misdemeanor for threatening and intimidating. Looks like there might be a Title 36 hold as well. All right, so you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you on your felony matters. I got to set some release conditions for you, Mr. Perez. I've reviewed the interim complaint, the pretrial services report, recommendation, which is $7,500.
Hey, Shay.
Mr. Poston, do you want to be heard further?
Don't forget to
No,
put
Your Honor.
Don't
Thank you,
forget to
Mr.
put a
Marsh.
note between your cheeks.
Thank you, Judge. Only thing that I would add is that Mr. Perez's brother verified that Mr. Perez is welcome to stay with him and that he can provide reliable transport to and from court. I would also add that it seems pretty clear from the interim complaint that this is rooted in Mr. Perez going through a mental health crisis. I think that the officers who wrote the interim complaint even said as much in the interim complaint. So for those reasons, we're requesting a bond of no more than $1,000.
Just in case you're going in for a colonoscopy. If you're not going in for a colonoscopy,
All right, I'm going to impose a bond of $1,000, cash or secured, released to pretrial if posted. Conditions include no drugs, no alcohol, sir, no firearms, monitoring or treatment as directed by pretrial, no contact whatsoever with the alleged victims in this case. Don't go to their home or their work or anything like that. Don't try to find them. Your next court date, Mr. Perez, will be a preliminary hearing on May 5th at 1:30 p.m. That date may or may not go forward, so please keep in contact with your attorney. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. You understand all that, Mr. Perez?
Just in case they decide to go down that route.
All right, thank you, sir. Your excuse for today.
You can never be too safe.
Oh, there's all right, thanks, sir.
You're so silly. Hey, I always like to play it safe. Better safe than sorry. Be like, damn, James was right. Damn, why does it feel weird back here? What happened? So like that, you know, if they broke the seal, if you will. Damn, James, you're going overboard, my boy. James, you're going overboard. Hey, thank you, Danny Boy 22. Thank you for the follow. You'll have a lot of secrets around here. All right, hey, 10 minutes. 10 minutes for Virginia's, but we'll be swapping over maybe like in 8 minutes, just so like that we're not the broken seal. Nah, you gave me a great idea, a great laugh. Bros, up next.
Morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Jason Chavez.
Thank you, Mr. Aviles. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on some felony charges for possession of a dangerous drug and possession of drug paraphernalia. You also have a new misdemeanor charge for shoplifting out of Tucson City Court. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. For your felony matter, I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. I'll be setting some release conditions for you, Mr. Aviles. I've reviewed the pretrial services report, the interim complaint. The state's written recommendation is release to pretrial and potential steps eligibility. All right, Mr. Poston, anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Marsh? All right, and waive time for the preliminary hearing?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. So, Mr. Aviles, the state is saying for your felony charges, you may be eligible for a diversion program for substance abuse drug treatment. Would you be interested in participating?
Well,
okay. So they do a screening, sir. All right. So I am going to release you to pretrial services. You have to show up at the Superior Courthouse on the 3rd floor next Wednesday, which is April 30th at 9 a.m. All right. So they do a screening. You have to show up, then they'll let you know if you qualify or not. If you don't show up, they're not going to consider you. So make sure you show up next Wednesday. All right. Conditions of your release also include no drugs, no alcohol, no firearms, monitoring treatment as directed by pretrial, don't go to the incident location. The preliminary hearing after that, so if you successfully complete everything, you participate in the program, they dismiss all the felony charges, all right? But the preliminary hearing after that will be June 9th at 1:30. If you fail to appear for court, whether it's next week or any future date, a warrant can issue for your arrest. You understand all that, sir? All right, for your city court charge, the shoplifting, I'm going to release you on that one as well on your own promise to appear for your next court date, which is going to be May 28 at 9:30 a.m. at the Tucson City Court. For that one, the only condition is don't go back to the business, the Nordstrom rack on Broadway.
Oh, not the Nordstrom rack.
All right. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Trial can go without you. If you're convicted at a trial in your absence and you're not able to be sentenced within 90 days due to warrant status, you may lose your right to a direct appeal.
Thank you for that.
You understand the consequences of failing to show to court, Mr. Aviles?
Share the stream.
I'm also going to enter not guilty pleas on your behalf for your misdemeanor case. All right, sir. Make sure you show up to court next Wednesday, okay?
Okay. I get so
That McCloud
this
used
is
to
for
mess
the
up his
felony
hands.
matter.
These
You
paper
gotta
pusher
go there.
hands.
Okay. It's awesome. That's the fuck that's next Wednesday. Yep. That's Superior Court. Okay. And then this is the city shop. Okay. And we're gonna go to
Hey, thank you, Juicy.
yeah, so as you're gonna be released today, and then you're called pre-trial and asking what they need.
Date comes back in 37.
Felipe?
For sure. Thank you for that heart.
Morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Man.
Andre Bilski?
Thank you, Mr. Bilski. This is the time set for your, or sorry, your middle name is Joseph?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Bilski. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on some new felony charges for possession of dangerous drugs, possession of narcotic drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. There is a resisting arrest, class 6 on the interim. I do not find probable cause for that one charge. Either counsel want to be heard further on that?
Your Honor, which police report number is that? Because that may change things substantially.
It says P2412080093. This is from the December incident.
I'm sorry, Judge. Could we maybe start the initial appearance over? We dropped the meeting for some reason.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Mr. Bilski, this is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing today on some new felony charges for possession of dangerous drugs, possession of narcotic drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. There's also a resisting arrest class 6 on one of the interims from a December incident date. I do not find probable cause for that. I was just asking both counsel if they want to be heard. The PC.
Your Honor, on both cases, if the court is already inclined to dismiss the resisting arrest, we're going to offer steps on both with release to pretrial.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Mr. Marsh?
Thank you, Judge. No need to be heard further on the resisting arrest interim. And if the state's recommendation is pretrial and steps on the drug matters, then we'll defer to the court on that as well.
All right, Mr. Bilski, the state is saying you may be eligible to participate in a pre-indictment drug treatment program, a diversion program. Would you be interested in participating?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to release you to pretrial on both your cases. I'm going to dismiss the resisting arrest, finding no PC. You're going to have a hearing in Superior Court downtown next Wednesday, April 30th at 9 a.m. The state does a screening to see if you qualify for it. So if you show up next Wednesday, you'll find out if you qualify. And if you participate in that program, they'll dismiss the felony charges. If you don't show up, they're not going to consider you. So make sure you show up. That's very important. All right. And Mr. Marsh, waive time for the PH date?
Yes, Judge.
All right. It's going to be June 9th is the new PH date at 1:30 p.m.
Thank you for the follow.
All right, so you're going to be released to pretrial on your cases. Conditions include no drugs, no alcohol, no firearms, monitoring treatment as directed by pretrial. Don't go back to the incident location. I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you on both your matters.
Thank you for that.
All right, sir. Make sure you show up to court next week. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. You understand all that, sir?
Yes.
All right, you're excused for today.
Should get released today. Pre-trial first, and then call my office on the commander Wednesday. Got it on Superior with their name. Okay, you're good to go.
Raider Nation.
Happy? Clear? Happy.
All right, good morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Mark Andrews Tapley II.
Well, thank you, Mr. Capley. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on some new felony charges for domestic violence, criminal damage, domestic violence endangerment, domestic violence disorderly conduct, There's also misdemeanor domestic violence. And then you have some Tucson City Court failures to appear for drug paraphernalia, obstructing a highway. Drug paraphernalia, also failure to appear at a Pima County Justice Court for an assault. I'll be setting release conditions for all of these as well. Looks like the failures to appear to be post-adjudication from Justice Court at City Court. All right, so you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. On the felony matter, I'm going to appoint the Douglas Taylor. Actually, Mr. Taylor will be representing you on the Justice Court cases as well as your new felony case. And I'll appoint the Tucson City Public Defender's Office to represent you.
All right, I'm gonna raise up the
on
volume
your city court matters.
On the white
We'll talk about release conditions, Mr. Capley. We'll talk about the felonies first,
Sammy?
and then we'll talk about the misdemeanors. I've reviewed the pretrial services report, the interim complaint.
Extremely quiet.
I did receive a Form 4 risk assessment.
What about now? I'm raising the
The
volume up a
state's
little
written
bit.
recommendation is a
Tell me if
$50,000
that's
bond.
All
Mr.
right,
Poston,
all right.
do you want to be heard further?
Is that
Your
better?
Honor, this person has a history of violent behavior. The Form 4C is very troubling. He's a 6 out of 6 twice over, and he's got quite a few violation warrants out there. We believe he is a distinct and dire risk to the victim as well as the community in general. 50,000.
Thank you. Mr. Marsh?
Thank you, Judge. I'm not sure where Mr. Poston is getting that Mr. Capley is a danger to the community, although I think the Form 4C speaks for the other assertion. I understand that he's got some warrants on these other matters. He is a lifelong Tucson resident. He's got a verified address, and he's employed full-time. I'm also seeing that his only prior felony